Hapa kwenye social media, remember you can reach out to us on social media platforms at A-Circuit and also on our SMS line, which is 22162, begin with the word circuit. Ningependa kusample some of a few SMSs hapa on Facebook. Nataka kubig up mtu anaitwa MC Jeffrey Jr. Anasema ni Jeff from Busia. Show iko top. Hii issue ina work by that as long as mna trust each other. Una hope mapenzi yenyu ni real, then sioni tatizo hapo. That's MC Joyfree, big up yourself. Mwingine hapa anaitwa Paul Posey. Anasema ni Paul Joker hapa from KU. Relationship work sana, ina work sana, inategemea na mpendi na mpendwa. Goteo de mako hapo, umwambia ako you sana. That was matamu, na hope una subscribe to her YouTube channel and get to see more of our music. One more last one hapa inaitwa Yule Kanyele Toby. Big up yourself. Wanasema pamoja mbilini Kangundo. Big up to yourself. Now, right about now, I'm so excited, by the way. I'm joined by a very beautiful, hardworking lady. She's so exciting. She's so full of heart. She's also a model and a fashion designer. And she's privileged to be co-founder of Nehema Foundations, which deals with girl child support. Asante sana kwa kuja.
Asante sana kwa kuni. Thank you for having me. Yes.
Okay, even before we get to this interview,
yes.
I would like to know your stand. Do you think long distance relationship really work?
Yes, it does work. I was in one, but we had to break up due to me not having a constant communication with him. But it did last for more than at least 2 years. And it wasn't like Nairobi, Kisumu. It was more of Kenya, another country. And it worked. It's all about communication, because we know communication is the pillars to relationship. Yeah. And we know he's busy and I'm busy, but when we get time, we get to meet. And I think it does work.
It does work.
Yes,
for you,
yes.
Umesikia watu long distance relationship will work. Now, could you start by telling us what made you first become a model?
I think I've been passionate about modeling ever since I was young.
Yeah.
I was so into Tyra Banks' show. Like, I would train myself, watch. There's no episode that would pass by without me having watched it. So after that, my height came in, then my skinny self. So it all went smooth.
Yeah.
Yes. But I love modeling. I'm passionate about it. Though I'm more into print and commercial, because I'd rather train a runway model. Yeah. So I'm into coordinating and training the runway models. But as for me, it's all about print and commercial.
Yeah, print, that's the billboards per se, eh?
Print is more of magazines, newspaper. Yes.
Billboards.
Yes. Yes. Billboard is categorized under commercial. Yes.
Okay. Do you remember your first fashion show, your first photo shoot? Would you tell us how it was? How did you feel? Maybe.
It was more of Nation Media Group. So since I mentioned earlier, I train models. So I was working under a guy known as Wilkins. He's now into entrepreneurship, and a lady known as Kristen Mosando. So they had an agency called African Heart, but earlier on it had another name. So there we did a random shoot. Since I'm into head wraps, there was a shoot that involved head wrap. So Christine asked me to be part of the shoot. So there was a lady, Lydia, she's in charge of Saturday Magazine, where you see ladies all looking dashing. She styles them and organizes the shoot. So she came to the office looking for models, and she was given a sample of what we had. Yeah. Then she asked, do you have more? Then my boss showed her my photos. Then she was
your
like,
portfolio.
Yes,
Yeah.
I want her. And that is how I started out as a print model. Yes.
That's so amazing. Now, I would also would like to know, as fans of A-Circuit, were your family or friends supportive when you decided to do modeling?
It's more of my mom, my sisters and brothers, and yes, they were. Like, they know I have principles. They school, yes, and as long as I perform in school, then they do not have a problem. because they're more invested in the school area.
Yeah.
But modeling is my side hustle, so as many other things. So as long as I perform, they're all okay with it.
They're all okay with
Yes.
it. Now, you're also a fashion designer, and guys from your fans from social media know you as Mama Africa. Would you tell us more or a little bit about your fashion designing career?
So majorly all my clothes that I wear on the red carpet, or I dress up for a certain occasion, I design them. So I design them, give them the tailor, and then the tailor anazitengeneza. But in the designer part, it was more of the shoes. I used to make Ankara shoes. And what motivated me is when I posted it, there was this guy, he's known in the music industry. He's known as Benja. So he's a guitarist, Congolese.
Congolese.
Yes. So I don't know, we had an event. I was working with Red Cross. So at Maisha Superstar or something, there, Maisha Magic.
Maisha Magic.
Yes. We went there and I had my Ankara shoes on with my uniform. So getting there, he complimented my shoes, him and Kaka Sungura. So after that, I said, I must get you 2 pairs of Ankara boots. Then he was pleased. I delivered them at Nation Center. Then after that, I approached Sheila. Sheila loved the shoes, and that is what kept me going. Yes, until I dropped it off. So about Mama Africa, it's more of the head wraps.
Yeah, head wraps.
Yes, I couldn't afford money to make my hair when I cleared my Form 4, and it was all me. So, and I was singing in a choir, Kenya Girls, Kenya Boys Choir. So you couldn't go with a shaggy hair. I decided to wrap it up. So they loved what I did with the wraps. Eventually they started calling me Mama Africa. I was the unique one. I was the tall one and the one with the head wrap in the whole choir. So I had to get a solo. Yes. After that, when I came to the fashion industry, there is Miss India Kenya. She was tagged by Mohammed Bana in the fashion industry.
Mohammed Bana.
Yes, he's well known. So Mohammed Bana he was following me on Facebook. So he tagged the lady, Miss India Kenya, on my post regarding the head wrap. So the lady loved what I did with my head, and she told me if I could have a shoot with her with the head wraps. Then after that, Saloon Magazine, then other things came up. Yes.
Okay, I would also like to know, after now of you had a cloth line and it closed. I would like you to share with us what are some of the challenges you faced when starting your own cloth line, maybe for the young designers out here.
We were worried because I had to major on sweatpants. Yes. We did not know the kind of reception we'd have, because it was more of it's new and we don't know how people respond to it. So that was the major issue there. And sweatpant is assumed that you only wear it when you either go to the gym or it's cold outside or the guys just having fun bowling around. So tulikuwa tunaona ni kama it's on a limited area, but we wanted it to go outside there. Yes. But hatukujua itachukuliwa aje.
We appreciate it so much. Now, kuna kuwaga na pressures mob for these young designers to come up with something new season after season, maybe even for their expos. What would you give as advice to these youngsters who want to make it in the fashion industry?
I won't say it's easy, because now everybody is a fashion designer. Like everywhere, they say it's either a model or a fashion designer. If you throw a store in town, it might hit a model or a fashion designer. Because everyone wants to be a fashion designer and everyone wants to be a model. It doesn't work like that. You need to be passionate about what you term yourself or the creativity that you think you are part of. So it comes from within, and at least follow people. You know, they can like invest in your career in one way or another. Consult. Competition is outside there. embrace it, learn from it. That is what I would say. Yes.
Thank you so much. So now I would like us to talk now about you're co-founder of NEFA Foundations.
Yes.
Would you tell us in a little bit what NEFA Foundation is all about?
NEFA Foundation, first of all, yes, I'm the co-founder. So I'd mentioned my partner. She's called Faith Kagendo. She's also in the modeling industry. So NEFA Foundation majors in the girl child, not necessarily the girl child, but the women in the maternity who've given birth and those in prison. And now we're stretching our wings to the ones in the streets. So we kind of reach out for the schools. We reach out, we have a session prior to our delivery. So we get to talk to them. It's more of counseling because they believe when they confide in teachers, hao ni watu wenye watawaona kila siku. So they might get judged. So we are the only people who they can go and talk to because yes, they know we won't be constantly there. Yes, we'll reach out after 2 weeks or 3 just to see how they're doing, but they trust us. Because mwalimu anaweza kakufilisha. We all know they can judge you from what they hear.
Yes.
So it won't be easy being in school.
And so, victimization, there's a lot of victimization in school.
Yes. So we reach out, we counsel them, we talk about, let's not like, I'm more of calling a spade, because they have sex. These pupils from class 6, 7, 8, they have sex. Most of the schools we've gone to, the head teacher tells us that they don't talk about it, but they hear news that a class 6 has aborted. She got pregnant and the parents advised she should abort, then go back to school. So they know sex. They have sex. They're exposed. Because there's a session we had. I didn't know what rombosa was, but as study 6 was like, tukienda bash tunarombosana, you understand? So I'm like, what is rombosa? So everyone is laughing, and they have to explain to me what is rombosa. And they are like, we wear wigs, we dance to the music they see, so they're exposed. They're on the digital world. What can help them is people talking about it and how they can live through it without being victims. Yes. So that is what we do in schools. Then after that, they talk about their personal problems at home. Kuna wenye wanasema I'd rather stay in school because there is food there, like githeri. They would feast on it from morning, lunch, and supper, than go back home. Because home there is no food. I understand because I know what lacking is. Then there was the sanitary towel part, which the government have come in, but still teachers are saying they're not adequate. Like you go to a school, unaona ukienda shule, saizi shule yenye nilienda mwisho, I went with the mzungu. So there's this assumption that the mzungu is bringing money. So I get there and they're telling me all the problems they have. Tumekatiwa stima, tumekatiwa maji, hata ukiingia kwa darasa hakuna, you won't see the light. And I'm like, so I'm not bringing money here, I don't have money. Actually, what I offered is we could have a session, then talk, because the government can only give enough. It's upon yourself to have an initiative that will push you to get what you want within your school perimeter. So I like gave them ideas. That is all I could give. Because kitu yenye naweza fanya ni I bring the sanitary towels, the books, the uniform, the shoes and the bags, but I can only give enough. I cannot provide for everyone because I also have my personal issues. Yes.
Okay. Now, even before we get to what inspired you to start this NEFA Foundation Society, we've noticed over time and time, it's always about the girl child support. Amaje talk. I fail to understand where the boy child disappeared to. Ndo wanaekelewa wanaingilia into drugs. The boy child. Yeah, what are you maybe doing about the Boy Child Foundation, and are you just limited to women only?
we went to a school and they were like, hao vijana ndo wanatupea mimba.
But mimba ikiwa kama chai kweke.
Lakini pia wao wanachukua. Pia wao wanachukua.
So they were asking if we could expound our wings. We are limited within the resource area. What we can do is talk to the boy child, but au sasa tulikuwa tunaangalia ni nini tunaweza wasaidia other than kuongelesha au pia waone wajasaulika upatiwa kama tunapatiana sanitary towels au wajasaulika so we thought of underwears, but still we are working on it. Yes.
Okay, but then we were talking earlier, and she mentioned to me they're reusable sanitary pads. So I'll educate you more after the show. So if you could just talk about if you guys accept support and donations, and where can guys support you from? Like, do you have an M-Pesa pay bill number? Yes, you told me about your number, your personal number.
Yes.
So what's holding you back? Maybe if guys want to support you or maybe come to your office, how can guys reach out to you?
So majorly we use like the reusable sanitary towels.
Yeah.
There was I still school at the University of Nairobi, but I school with older people, evening class, because you get to learn a lot from them. Kwanza, I would recommend everyone outside there, the young people outside there, you should just focus on the evening class, module 2. Yes. Inasaidia sana. I'm surrounded with MCAs, I'm surrounded with people who work with the city council, I'm surrounded with people who work with NGOs. I'm basically the youngest person in the group that I study with. So when they hear that you're building something, they won't just sit there and see you like struggle alone. So one of them, who's someone big in the police area, security or yes, so Ali offer akanipatia around 10,000 to go get sanitary towels, for reusable sanitary towels, because they're much expensive, from some lady she's heard about. A young person like you in the same class who didn't do that, yeye atakukauntia mashida zake zenye anapitia. You're basically the same age. Then there's a friend who's a friend of a friend. We posted on social media, and he was like, he lives in the States. I'll send you a package of at least 500 sanitary reusable sanitary towels to help with the Isiolo students. So it's like you asked, you can get us via Instagram, via Facebook, and the personal number that you mentioned earlier. What
are your handles? And also, I hope below your screen you can see some number there. It's our personal number. If you want to send in some donation of sort to M-Pesa, you can reach out to her or call her and get more information. But what are your social media handles, so for the guys at home to reach to you?
It's Nehema Foundation. If you just type the hashtag Nehema Foundation, itakuwa hapo. Itatokea mingi sana. But to like get a continuous view on what you do, like Zari came to Kenya. A company reached out that brought Zari in Kenya. He follows me on Facebook, but we'd worked with the owner earlier. So he was like, I see what you do, come join us, like initiate the whole thing about giving back. So the schools that you'd visited earlier, can we please go and donate there with Zari? And I was like, yay. So you can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Nehema Georgina.
Nehema Georgina.
Yes.
So as we wind up, maybe some last thought is, basically I'm more interested, and most of the fans are interested, maybe our DJ talk here, into fashion. And you said ukirusha mai itangukia either a model or a fashion designer.
Yes.
So what's different, maybe in your own terms, what's different when you started out this fashion industry back then and now? What's the difference back then and now?
Back then we were more westernized. We did not embrace the Kenyan fashion designers. And right now, there is a guy called Jeffrey Wilson, JW.
JW.
Yes. He spears, I call him Jina Kubwa. JW Jina Kubwa.
Yeah.
He speared the Made in Kenya by Kenyans. So, like Brad's Fashion by Brian Robert, Vin Cleese with Mtindo Africa.
Mtindo Africa.
So, they basically give Kenyans designers who are real designers, like you see their artwork, platform to showcase what they have, and eventually they're given exhibitions to like sell their things there, and people buy from them because we are very, very talented. But kitambo tulikuwa tunapangia tu hizi ready made zenye zimetoka majuu. Yes. Alafu there's a time in 2016 we were called by the government at KNT, and there is a lady called Yvonne. She has a shop around town. She's called Yvonne Mwangi, and she was pushing the government to like make a Friday within the State House, make Friday an African day whereby they can get designers within Kenya to actually dress everyone in the State House. Yes.
Hey, amazing, amazing.
Yes.
I hope it came to pass.
We're still working towards it.
Okay.
Yes.
We appreciate you so much, and thank you for making time to be with us.
Thank
you have
you.
so much stories. I wish we had more time to talk more and more and more.
I know.
But guys, you can follow her on her social media, get to know who she is, and remember, please, she's here to support the girl child support. Kinatoka amesema wanaume wajikalishe ngumu. So please, if you want to reach out to this beautiful lady over here, just reach out to your M-Pesa